All right, everybody. Well, the RS1's back. It's been at Rogue Off-Road for a few weeks. We went ahead and took this machine down there, and Caleb Kramer and his guys over at Rogue Off-Road built the cage for Allie Carter and Rick Carter. They're over at Carter Racing. You can find them on Facebook. Basically, we let them use this machine as the template so they could get their cage built. Then when they were finished, we went ahead and had ours built. So this cage was designed to be as close to the Turbo S as possible. Kind of like its little sibling, you know what I'm saying? Little baby. It's a little baby. So this is the cage. We went ahead and we got some nice rock panels up in the top. If you look over here, we haven't done anything to the air inlets yet. I'm still working on an idea. I mean, I could run a little snorkel up and point it back right here. I could run just a little filter right here. We got options. We went ahead and we had the exhaust modified, so we have a full BMP exhaust with the header, and the header was shortened pretty significantly. That's why you got those two little welds there. But the XP1000 was the only machine that this full exhaust was presented in. So basically what we went ahead and did was just shortened a full XP1000 exhaust to make it fit. Now what we got to do for that basically is tune it. It's got the tune already on it for a stage 1, but not for one with an exhaust. So once my Turbo S gets back, it's got the module in it. It's also got the license for this machine. I'll be able to retune this one. There's not going to be a lot of red on this machine. I think the last thing that we're going to change after all said and done, we're going to have these red springs, and we got a red seat for now, but I'm going to try and put a race seat in there. I might try and get a gray Razor seat before then. I'm not 100% sure. It just depends on what presents itself. We've got a few parts we're going to be installing here in the next couple days. We got the steering wheel. We got a Sparco steering wheel from the guys up at Jones. I already went ahead and I did the B&M gated shifter, so we've already got that taken care of. Basically, last but not least, we're going to start ripping this thing apart and changing all the suspension components. We're going to make this thing a long travel RS1 with all Turbo S components. So over here, I've got a full set of Turbo S A-arms, uppers and lowers, and then back here you can see we got a couple of radius rods, which we're not going to be using, and a couple trailing arms. So the cool part is that I scored all of those parts for $100 like 6 or 8 months ago. And the whole idea was to originally put all those parts on my bounty buggy, right? But the problem was that the mounting position was a lot more off than I would have liked. But I kept all that stuff. It sat there. Fast forward to last bounty course, when me and Rick Carter went to Alabama, we had all these conversations about, man, what would be the greatest bounty machine? And I was like, man, we should build an RS1. Well, then he started talking about getting Allie her machine, and I was like, man, just get her an RS1 and put long travel on it. He bought an RS1, and then all of a sudden I was like, man, if I had an RS1, I could just put all that suspension on it, and then I could have a long travel RS1. So that's what I did. And that's what he did. So now we've got two of these bad boys. He's a little bit ahead on me, him and Allie, but we gonna play catch up. So we're gonna get all this shit ripped off. We're gonna get this thing up on jack stands. We got a whole slew of things to come. I think I'm gonna get these decals pulled off first. So stay tuned. We got a whole lot going on. Bam, sucker. Wasn't that freaking awesome? That's top quality content right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and spare you guys, and let's just get the rest of this shit off, okay? And just like that, we've got all these decals pulled off the machine. So one thing that I've actually been looking at is how we're going to snorkel the clutch exhaust. I know a lot of people have different methods of doing this. I'm gonna show you mine on the next video because we're a little bit strapped for time. I gotta go pick up the bounty course machine over at Rick Horder's house. We brought this home on the trailer from River Run this weekend, and I didn't have enough room on the trailer, so I got to take the trailer back over there, pick up the bounty course machine, bring it home. What I'm going to be doing to it is I got a pinched sidewall in one of my tires. It's right on this little spot, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it down to Weston Wilt, and we'll see if we can get that thing fixed up. So here's another one that I got. So we got the Polaris RS1 door bags. These things are freaking sweet. You get 3 door bags. All right, so after looking at this, I've noticed that a couple of these holes, you're gonna need some push clips. So we've got some push clips here. It's basically the things that, you know, those little plastic pieces that you push together. So you're gonna need a few of these. The rest of them are gonna be the T40. So here's a little fun fact about my little push pins here. So I'm searching around. I noticed that if you open these up, there's actually some holes underneath in the pockets too that give you some more mounting points. So that's a good thing. Make sure you open the pockets before you're calling it quits, because there's some other mounting points down here that you don't want to miss. Also, when you open this bottom pouch, you're gonna notice this. Some of these little plastic push pins. These are the little Christmas tree ones. I'm not a big fan of those. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with the push pins, but you can go ahead and do it however you want to. So, pressing on. Yo guys, we got this thing all buttoned up, good to go. Polaris door bags for the RS1, man. Those things are freaking sweet. I wish they had that option for every, you know, XP, because I never saw something like that, except for the RS1, so. Right on, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be working on some of the snorkel stuff in the back just to get that, that clutch exhaust up a little bit higher, so. Stay tuned, we got a whole lot of content coming for this stuff. Got some long travel stuff going on, and yeah, appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this stuff, make sure to share it with your friends. We'll see you guys on the next one. Later. Oh, shit. I almost fell.